I had an old buddy one time, and he's all the time into meanness and doing things he shouldn't do, you know. And I seen him one day, and I said, Frank, what are you doing? He said, oh, just running around. He said, what do you got under your arm? I said, you ain't going to believe it. I said, that is my ticket to heaven. I said, have you not got one? He said, no, I don't have. I said, well, let me show you something, Frank. I folded it like this right here. I said, Frank, I said, you really do need a ticket to get into heaven. I said, you've got to have your own relationship with the Lord. You got to believe that He died on the cross for you, and that He gave His life that me and you can have life. And I said, I've got my ticket here, and I said, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm thinking about giving you part of my ticket. So I just took and cut it off about like right there. Cut it off, and when I did, I handed that to him. He just put it in his pocket. But he said, Ray, your ticket's a lot bigger than mine. I said, I'll give you some more of mine. So I cut it about like that right there. And I put mine in my pocket. And he grabbed all that and put it in his pocket, and he kept being mean and doing things and drinking, and he got killed in a car wreck one night. And he went up before St. Peter, and St. Peter said, Frank, it's good for you to be up here, but he said, you've got to have a ticket to get in. He said, I've got one an old man give me. He said, but you can't get in on his ticket. But he said, I'd be happy to look at what you've got. He said, let me see it. So he said, oh, you've got it all gummed up. He said, let me straighten it out here. When I get it straightened out, we'll look and just see what you have got, Frank. He said, looks like you've carried it and wadded it all up. He said, we'll check it out and just see what you've got. He said, okay. He said, we'll put this letter right here like this. He said, this letter will go right over here. He said, we'll put this letter right here. He said, Frank, we're going to put this right here like this. He said, and we'll put this over here like this. And he said, this letter will go right there. This will go here. He said, Frank, I'm telling you. He said, I told you a while ago that you couldn't get in on somebody else's ticket. He said, it ain't looking good for you. He said, do you see what that spells? He said, you're headed for the Badlands. H-E-L-L. I told him I lived a while, and I died and went up before St. Peter, and St. Peter said, Ray, it's good for you to be up here, but you got to have a ticket. I said, I've got mine. I believe that Jesus died for me on the cross many years ago. And I said, I accepted that, and He saved me. And I said, I've got my ticket. He said, well, let's see it. I said, well, I've got it right here. He said, let me open it up and look and see what you've got, Ray. Oh, yes, Ray. He said, that's exactly what it will take for you to get into heaven.
So the question is, where are you going to go when you die? Nobody has gotten out of this alive. So where are you going to go? If you have a question about that and you're not quite sure, check the link below. It's called The Ultimate Prep. And watch it closely. And if you have any questions, please contact me, let me know, and I'd be glad to answer them. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.